Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is Theoretically Speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
And we come back to you here on Theoretically Speaking with a very special guest. He not only is the former, not just defensive end, but also tight end for Boca Raton High School. The Louisville alum is also the number 66 overall pick in the past NFL draft. Just about a week ago, headed to the Kansas City Chiefs. Ashton Gillotte joining us here today. And the first question I have for you here, Ashton, is just keep it G with me. Keep it G with me. How awkward is that phone call that you get that you know is being recorded on both ends? And it's the Chiefs letting you know that you're being selected, because it's a great moment in your life, but it also feels like it's one of those real tense situations.
It is like the way it came. So obviously you're watching, and like they call you 4 picks ahead, which obviously I didn't know. They call me like 4 picks ahead, and I'm sitting here like, oh, who's this? Like, who's this random Missouri number? And then I saw KC. I was like, oh, wait. I should probably pick this up. Like I was just like looking at like, because normally like those kind of calls, like you just let them go, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, wait. Like, I forgot. Like, I'm in this. Like, I got to pick up any call. So I picked it up, and it's like everyone in the room goes dead quiet just because they're waiting on, like, they've been waiting on it all night. Anytime I touch my phone, everyone's like, just trying to see what's happening. And so, like, it was a little weird. And obviously, like, I've talked to their staff, but I didn't talk to everybody on their staff. So I was, like, a little, like, they're like, let me get you on the phone with blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, snap. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I've never talked to these people directly. So I was like, damn, well. It's a cool experience, though. Like,
Did you watch the video back and cringe a little bit as you're answering these questions? It's almost like getting passed around when your auntie calls you from, like, the family reunion, and then she gives the phone to your cousin and your uncle. You're like, oh, my goodness, somebody just hang this thing up.
No, I'm not. Nah. Again, they're giving me a job, so
right.
It wasn't like that. It was more like, especially with like their coaches, they got a lot of good coaches that I've known for years. So like being able to talk to like Andy Reid directly was awesome, because I'm like, that man's a Hall of Fame coach. So Coach Spags, Coach Collins, all them people, like it was like kind of like a soak it in moment, but like you don't also know what to say too much. Like you don't want to act too eager, but you want to act like you're like, hell yeah, like I want to be, chief, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a great team, a great organization to go into. So, yeah.
I get it. Ashton Gillotte joining us here, one of the newest members of the Kansas City Chiefs, a team that is pretty much, it's the defining team of this generation of NFL fans. Either they're winning the Super Bowl or they're the team that other fan bases and teams compare themselves to left and right. What does it mean to you that level of organization that has a Hall of Fame level defensive coordinator in Spags, who you already mentioned, said, not only do we want Ashton Gillotte, we're going to spend a priority pick on him to bring him in here and help us win championships?
Obviously, it means a lot. And obviously, just to be considered, like, I not say worthy, but like as one of those caliber D linemen that they could see a good future with and that they could see immediate use with, like that's obviously a special privilege. And I'll be on the field next to Chris Jones, which I've watched for a long time, George Karlaftis, who I've trained with and watched, you know what I'm saying? So just to be around some of them guys that I already know and on a team that obviously everyone knows is big team. So it's special.
It's got to be a special feeling. You talked about that relationship with George Karlaftis. That ties in with your coach over at Louisville, who y'all kind of share mentorship there. But how much of a conversation have y'all been able to have since you've been selected, and what has he told you about what it's going to be like in that defensive line room?
Well, he's been over in Greece, so calling him has been pretty hard. He's like, call me, and it's like 4 a.m. in the morning, so I'm asleep. So time zones are off. Today he finally got back to the U.S., so I'll probably call him pretty much after this just so I can chop it up. But I've heard only good things about the culture, and basically it's like a workman's culture, and that's what some I've thrived in, especially at Louisville. That's what I do well with, and people who are like-minded, who are going to push me, and we can push each other and bank ideas off. And that's how I've heard the D-line room operate, so I'm excited for it.
One of the things that the Chiefs have praised you for, and that a lot of the scouts and the pundits talked about, was your versatility. And I mentioned it earlier, but that kind of dates back to your days in high school. A lot of folks don't talk about this enough, but you was a threat on the offensive end. Like, didn't you finish your career with like 3 touchdowns in your final game with Boca?
Yeah, I was a running back. Played a little bit tight in that game, but mostly I was taking the ball up the middle as a middle threat. But obviously, if you can break a couple tackles, man, you're gone really if you break past the right defender. So, no, I think that kind of stuff has helped me greatly, and especially like just general agility and being able to understand certain concepts for like offense, like where someone's trying to run, and that's kind of helped. So. Obviously, everything happens for a reason. So playing offense, playing really any position on defense kind of helped make me who I am. So
your body transformation, right? Like, you put on a lot of pounds since you left Boca Raton. You did that obviously through your course there at Louisville. What has that been like? And do you feel like there's any other like levels to this that you want to bring yourself to make sure you can play inside, outside, or wherever else they want you to play on the D line in the NFL?
I think weight wise, actually, so. They've kind of told me to stay around 265 to 275, which is what my play range has been for the past 2 years. Because like one of the biggest things that is the selling point is that I'm quick at those weights, but I'm still big. So, if anything, most teams, like even the Chiefs said it. The Chiefs were like, you could probably lose weight, because if you look at a lot of vets as they get older, like they just tend to drop a little bit of weight because your technique gets better. Your eyes, your discipline gets better, and it becomes more about your twitch. So I think the lowest I'll probably be around like 260, 265. But really, I just got to get there. Don't tell me what weight I'm going to be. So, and obviously once you get to that level, you start getting taxed for not making weight. So
right.
I'll make sure I'm whatever weight they say I am.
They don't look. They set the rules. Now, the person that got you right in the first place was your mom, who was your strength coach at some point, right? Like, what was that relationship like, and how has she taught you how to have that high level of work ethic and drive that has gotten you to this place right now?
Obviously, it's ingrained in just like, again, how I was raised. Like, it was like I had to be doing something. Like, it wasn't like. And I'm not a party guy, so it works out. So,
well, you're going to Kansas City, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine. No, I gotta stay away from Kelsey, but but no. So, but like I was like getting out of school, I was doing football practice, football lift, and then I'd go to CrossFit. You know what I'm saying? And then I get home at like 9:00, and then I eat, do homework, go to sleep, and so like just building that kind of routine of like, okay, well. I'm working now so I can enjoy it like later. And I was like, stop squeaking the toy and give me the ball.
Like, there's your dog right there? Your dog trying to make a debut on Theoretically Speaking right here. I get it. Everybody wants the limelight right now, man. Who's this? What's your dog's name?
Gray, like Jean Gray.
Got you.
She got a nice little gray coat on her, so that's what, it just happens to coincide. But
yeah.
She's a cute little pup.
That's what keeps you inside, right? Like just like the wolf. So yeah, back to what you said. Like, your regimen is what kept you in line, and you'll be able to carry over that same work ethic to the league to make sure you're a productive player for the Chiefs.
For sure, and I think again being around a lot of like-minded individuals, and obviously when you get the NFL, it narrows down. Like, you got a lot more people who have the same goal, a lot more people who have the same ambition. It's the same thing from high school. So you can get around more like-minded individuals and kind of steer that ship that way, where. Like, this is what we're all trying to achieve, and we can go get it. So, looking forward to it.
Ashton Gillotte joining us here on Theoretically Speaking, just taking 66th overall to the Kansas City Chiefs in the third round. D-end out of Louisville, expected to be a great pass rusher for the Chiefs. He's also the second highest drafted player in the history of Boca Raton High School when it comes to football. Are you familiar with the name Sabby Piscatelli?
Piscatelli,
yes.
I don't know her first name.
2007, he was a second-round pick out of Boca Raton High School as well. So similar to you, coming out of Boca High, a former Bobcat, you're the second highest drafted. Now the Chiefs had a chance to help you break that record at 63 overall. They waited a little bit, but either way, right, you're in good hands. Either way, you're in good hands.
Yeah, no, it worked out. It worked out tremendously. Again, couldn't ask for a better team. Couldn't ask for a better organization. So. obviously just blessed,
Uh,
to have fallen where I fell. So
have you heard of the whole 100 men and one gorilla debate? How many Ashton Gillottes would it take to take down one gorilla if life is on the line? The Lombardi Trophy's on the other side of that thing.
I don't know how many. I know in the debate. I've already been over this. I watched all my videos, all that stuff.
You've done your
I'm
homework.
about to say, 100 people, gorillas can whack people. Like that's just a fact. Like they're just way stronger, way more physical. But it's just like boxing. If you don't have a gas tank, you're not gonna win. Eventually, you'll get to a point where you just can't keep fighting. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you're so incredibly slow, you just can't keep up. So that's the one thing. That's my thing with that whole debate is like 100 people is a lot of people, and we're assuming that we're not all just blindly like just yay, like giving them free like punches, like, you know what I'm saying? If we're relatively smart, you could tire that man out quick.
Yeah. That's what I'm
He's
thinking.
a high twitch athlete. He's just like a football player. He's a high twitch athlete. So if we get him tired, then you can start hitting him with the tempo. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then now he's tired. He can't do that.
Have you, in your days at Louisville or at Boca Raton High, have you ever worn out like a tackle or a guard in that way where in the first quarter they thought they had a little juice and then by halftime you realize they've quit on this fight? You hit them with the power move one too many times.
No, that was kind of my thing, especially early on. Like I just did bull rushing all like over and over and over again. Because eventually, like my thing was like, if you can keep up with a bull rush the whole game, you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, as I started getting more refined, I started bringing it out a little bit less. I wasn't just always bull rushing, but like sometimes you gotta like people don't want to sit on bull all day.
No.
NFL players have told me that. Like I've been told that by scouts. Actually, by Spags, I got told that by my D-line coach now. So they're like, most offensive linemen don't want to sit on bull all day. So, you can take it to them a couple times. Maybe you get them to bail off it.
Yeah, I like it. That's the kind of strategy. And you could tell a guy like Karlaftis, a guy like Chris Jones, like you're going to be in the perfect space. I mean, Mike Dana, you think about Charles Omenihu. Like there are so many vets there that have learned all the tricks and tools. Like it feels like the perfect scenario. So again, congratulations to you on getting drafted, but also congratulations on the fit there, because we know in the NFL, you don't get to choose where you go when you're coming out of the draft. It feels like to you hit the lottery, right? Like it's a pretty good situation.
Yeah, no. Very, very blessed, very fortunate. And obviously it's an organization that I've had good communication with, but not a crazy amount. But to get that fulfillment and then obviously see the vision of how many people I can learn from, like how many people are on the team that are just real vets. And it also helps when your offense is one of the best in the league. When you got a great quarterback, makes defense easier. Not to say like you can't play good defense without a good quarterback, but like Pat Mahomes is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and like, I mean, that takes a lot of pressure off you, if that makes sense, unless you play free. So
Absolutely it does. Ashton Gillotte joining us here again. Louisville defensive end, newly minted Kansas City Chief, getting ready to getting prepped up to head to rookie camp out there in Kansas City, Missouri. Joining us here on Theoretically Speaking. Just a couple more before we let you go. I know you got to call George Karlaftis, get the lay of the land out there now that he's back in the States. But Ashton, I'm curious on your behalf, what do you think it was for you? What was the turning point for you that helped you get to the level that you've grown to today? Because even back when we talked during ACC kickoff days in Charlotte, ahead of your final campaign at Louisville, we talked about how, like in high school, you weren't necessarily as heralded as a recruit as what you ended up producing when you got to the collegiate level. Even here in college, when you first started off versus where you're at now, there's been a steady progression and elevation in your game. Now that you're going into the league, when you look back on that journey, what was the turning moment? What was the moment that you realized you can lock in and do better?
Well, I would like to say when I got to Louisville, like obviously the league dream's been my thing since I was a kid. But I think the mentors I had, for example, like Yaya Diaby, like helped steer that path and like really show that it is possible and it's very, very within reach. And I feel like the moment where I knew like, okay, well, obviously again, always had the confidence that I could make it, but like when I knew I could make it like at a higher level, you know what I'm saying, be higher producing and all that kind of stuff, it's kind of when the coaching change happened. I had Coach English come in to DC, who had a bigger vision for how to play the DNs, let your DNs play more free, make plays. So they came in. Obviously, Coach Ivy set the base work, and then Hagan just stacked on top of it. So really going into my junior, that's when I knew I could do this at a higher level, and I could do it going up to the NFL. So yeah, I'm just thankful for like the coaches, and I've been blessed with good mentors too. So
outside of the tail whooping I gave you in CFB 25, which loss this year do you think hurt the most?
You just distracted me the whole time. That's not fair.
Are those excuses?
You threw one touchdown when I'm not. You asking questions, and then you press height while I'm not even looking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about the question. I'm like, and then we snap it and we throwing it on a free safety. Like, bro, come on, bro.
Okay, first of all, now you're criticizing me for strategy. Secondly, I never told you to take your eyes off the screen. It was a conversation with the video game.
Thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm playing bad at, like, you know what I'm saying, I just ignore you. But you're asking me a real interview question. I got to respond in a proper manner. So this is cheating, but it's okay.
Oh my goodness, that's you know what?
I'll let it slide.
One day we'll get a rematch.
No, we can play real football.
No.
We can play real football.
Now we got to play real football. If we did have to step on the actual gridiron, I would have to at least I need at least, like, if I can't get Mahomes, then give me like Trey Smith and Creed Humphrey. Like, I need some protection. You're a little too big.
That's fair. That's
all I ask. Ashton Gillotte here joining us. Hey, good luck on your journey through the league. Good luck on your progression, getting better at CFB 25. I know you can get there. Just, if you need some tips,
I'll let
you
go.
boy.
My team like 98 right now, and I'll be cheesing now.
Oh, so you're nice.
I be manual rolling coverages. I run a 3-3-5 tight. Which, by the way, I keep 5 down linemen. So like, you're not running, and then I'm dropping linebackers all the time. And then I'm playing over top where I don't play man press because you don't want to play man press because you always lose.
That's true.
And my routes, I know how to manually adjust. I didn't even know how to do that. I don't know how to freeform, but I know how to manually adjust the depth. So now I'm a little decent.
So you're better now than you were back in Charlotte.
I'm out of sweat though.
Who do you have? Do you have yourself on your ultimate team?
No, I got beat out. they released 99 overall Myles Garrett. You act like I'm not gonna put him on the D line.
I get it, man.
It's rough out here, man. If I got a 99, I put myself back on.
Yeah,
I'm a sub depth guy now.
Yeah, you get some snaps, second half snaps.
You get some snaps, but like it's not fun.
Right, I get it.
Everyone want to play ball, man. Even virtual, you want to play ball.
I absolutely get it. Ashton Gillotte here joining us. I appreciate your time again, man. We'll take it to break. On the other side, back to the NBA playoff talk. Back to the NBA playoff talk and the praise of Anthony Edwards. That is Ashton Gillotte. Thanks for his time. C-Cats on the other side of the glass. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.